All right, guys, what's up? It's CedTheN.E.D back at it again with Hades. I played this game a little bit. I just recorded like the first one. I'm doing these episodes in like back to back as for now, just to see how it's, just to test out the waters. So here I'm recording part two. If you haven't seen the last part, it should be uploaded, by the time this video goes up. So if you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and do so. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, I also recommend you do it. I'm gonna have some gameplays coming out, such as Hades. I think I also have Minecraft Dungeons out as well. So if you guys want to stick around and see how it's gonna go, like I said, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff, and let's get back into the game. So we initially left off defeating the first boss, Megara. I think that's her name. I'll have to double check that. But we ended off, taking her down, and we're just here at the, I guess the in-between zone before you go on to the next stage. So let's just head over there now. Let me see. Usually when you're going around to these stages, it's always nice just to look around, because it really does look nice, but also there could be some little tidbits or something like that just lying about.
Good.
See, so this was the first stage. Now we're gonna move on to the second one. I forget the name of
We're
the.
getting somewhere.
And then you get Asphodel. This is the second stage here. You get I forgot that you could go in.
Wasn't
You
this
can
whole
just
expanse once lush and green?
like each stage in the game has this little vantage point that you can go in and look at the scenery for each stage. I forgot to do it in the first stage, but next time when we go and redo the attempt, because I'm obviously not gonna go and beat blast through all these stages because someone's gonna whack me eventually. But when we go back and we do it, I'll be sure to just go up to the ledge,
I can do this.
and you guys can look
I
at
can
it. But
do
it does
this.
really look nice. Like the
I can do
visuals
this.
and the dialogue and the story is like really nice. It's one of the few games that I rarely go back and play again. Yeah, and also you can actually like go into the fire, but I don't recommend that unless we want to burn to death. And then you see here, there's little tidbits. Like I said, when you walk around, you could find some. So
The once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame, having been flooded by the river Phlegethon, whose hideously superheated contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
I'm only flame resistant, not flame proof.
it's nice that, like I said before in the last episode, that the narration, Zagreus can, I want to say just, I don't know what wall he's breaking. I want to say it's the fourth wall, but then again, he's not speaking to us. He's more of like, he can hear the narrator speaking ill about him, and he's just like, bro, like I'm right here. But yeah, like you said, he's flame proof, flame resistant, not flame proof. So if we do go into the lava while we're attacking enemies or we're trying to run away, we will burn and possibly die. I haven't had that happen to me once, like during my time on the Switch or here. So hopefully that won't be the case. And these guys just fire like 5 bolts at you at the same time, which is annoying. And these guys, I just like to call them jumpers for just some, I forgot what they're called, but these guys are really annoying because if you go up close to them and you're trying to like do some melee attacks, they just go up and start whacking you. Like regardless if you're hitting them, they have no flinch resistance. They just have a shit ton of flinch resistance, and they just get up in your face. And then I'm like, well, I'm not gonna mess with that, so I'll back off for now. Pop. All right, and then we got another
This
key.
can unlock a weapon back at home.
Okay, so for the boons that we have here, we have Artemis. I had a showed some of her abilities in like one of the first 3 attempts, but I didn't really like Artemis's thing. She mostly provides more critical hit damage. And then I forgot this guy. It's the guy for speed. I forget his name, but we'll see him once we defeat the enemies here. Oh yeah, these guys. So these guys just like act like statues, but then they just, you know, go up in the air. Think of like Mario's minions that just, you know, stand up in the air, wait for you to like, you know, go right below them, and then, you know, they try to stomp you out, which is disgusting. It's sick. Okay, nice. Hold on, let me blast him as soon as he spawns. Oh, see, bro, their area of effect it's not that big, but it's like I'm trying to stay relatively close to them so they don't try and get up immediately after. And then, like I said before, these guys with, like I said, with armor and whatnot, it does get annoying. I do like that all of the traps and interactive environments that you get hurt from, the enemy also gets hurt from as well. So they're not immune to the fire. If you push them in there, they will also burn, as you can see, you know. the fire just beat blasted them for me. So that's always a nice touch.
This mark, almost like a bat wing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey boss, found you. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we both got places to be.
There we go, Hermes. Yeah, Hermes, god of swiftness. This guy allows me to he allows me to get like an extra dash boost, but like I said, with the boons, they have several abilities, but it's more of the luck of the draw. So it's RNG based on which boon you're gonna get. You can get some items that increase the rarity of boons, and they'll like appear more frequently when you go to that certain character or something like that. But, you know, we have to get further into the game for that to happen, you know, since we're already in the beginning. So here we got hyper sprint, greater haste, or quick reload. So hyper sprint, after you dash briefly, become sturdy and move 100% faster. Greater haste lets you move faster, move speed is 20%. Sprint duration for hyper sprint is for 0.5 seconds, and quick reload, bows drop cast struck in them faster. I just call them the cast. I don't call them arrows. Cast. Well, my bad. Bloodstone. Yeah, it's a bloodstone. And then the drop time for that is 5 seconds. Like I said before, I personally don't like using any of the abilities that increase the drop time for your bloodstone or gives you more bloodstones to cast, because it's not really an essential, it's not really something that I find important or like game changing in the beginning. When we further go into the game and I get more of the bloodstones and better abilities for it, then I'll be like, all right, you know, I'll take this one. For now, I'll take greater haste. I tried hyper sprint before, and the sturdy's nice, but only getting that 0.5 second of, you know, extra speed is somewhat annoying, and I'd rather just, you know, run faster in general. I'm gonna go and take the coin. Like the Charon bag there, it's called Charon's bag because that's the shop. You know, we only have 100 gold, so it's not really gonna make a difference if I go over there. I could probably like try and gain some more health or something, but I feel confident we can beat blast these guys before you know, I die. I feel like I'll probably, yeah, see, I just took some burn damage there. I'll most likely die from this boss on this stage, because there's no way I'm gonna go and wreck him, especially if I don't get like, if I don't get some health soon, if I don't get some more upgrades or something, it's not gonna be looking good for me. Yeah, having the enemies just bounce into the fire for you, or you pushing them with your sword with the knockback, is really nice. Yeah, even the little fire balls that they throw on the floor, the enemies can also get damaged from them, which is
Should fetch me something.
a nice touch. So either I can go for Dionysus or Athena. Athena showed up in like one of the first 3 attempts. I'm sorry that you know, they I didn't show them before. It wasn't, like I said before, it wasn't really, it was more of them teaching me, you know, how the game works and what to do as compared to actually, you know, going more into the story. Hate this guy. It's like a Medusa head. If the little orbs hit you there, you just get stunned for a couple of seconds. And on top of that, if, you know, Medusa just stuns you, you know, then this guy just comes in and whacks your health. And I hate taking on this stage, bro.
No.
Yeah, and this guy just, he never, like, he stops when you stop, essentially. Or after like a long, you know, waited period of time, he'll finally drop. But he essentially just drops when you stop, and it's really annoying because I'm trying to take off the head, and then, you know, he just comes in and he's like, "Hi, you know, what do you think you're doing there, bud?" And then I'm stunned again, and then the armor on the enemies just don't help whatsoever. This stun damage is like aggressive. God, I'm just, you know what? I think I'm just gonna take care of the guy here, because I cannot deal with Medusa stuff. It's just really annoying. I'm just gonna try to go on the outer edges, so that way her stunning orbs don't paralyze me. See, bro, what are you doing, man? I don't think I'm gonna make it, yo. Especially with this going about. Oh, see, I was about to get beat blasted by her stun. Oh my! All right. But see, that's one of the many frustrations in the beginning of the game, because you don't have the necessary, you know, strength to do it. But the further you upgrade and the further you go along ahead, you know, you'll go in and you'll eventually kill them. And every single time you respawn, there's always like something new to check out, whether it's the characters or there's, you know, one of the little tidbit secrets around the house or something like that.
Shades of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
I listen.
It's funny that he says that, because there are points in time where the only time you can actually, you don't necessarily talk to the shades, but you more listen in on their conversation. If there was like a group of shades like huddled about in the corner or something, or somewhere about, you could almost always, you know, go in and click on them, and they would show what they're commenting, and then at the bottom it would say, "Oh, how did they die?" or, you know, or something like that, which is always nice to see.
It's usually pretty quiet keeping watch over the pool of sticks back there, but it's sure been busy lately. Why, somebody else came through just earlier. You should have seen the look on my face when it wasn't you.
Glad to keep things interesting.
Like sometimes the shades will be talking, and then they'll say, "Oh, this guy died from, you know, piano falling down on him." I'm like, okay then. Another guy's like, yeah, I got eaten by some wolves, or I fell in the ocean and a kraken ate me. I'm like, all right then, nice stories.
Welcome home, boy. You're late for dinner. Or breakfast, or whatever blasted meal's next.
The fact that they don't know the time in their place to know when to eat is crazy.
That's all right, Father. I'm not feeling very hungry at the moment.
Then again, I feel like these guys just like don't eat whatsoever. But then again, they do have a dining hall and a kitchen, so I'm not really sure. I feel like
I've asked repeatedly for the construction of a sundial, but every time they tell me no. Can you believe it? Your impertinence with me inspires all.
this guy really just likes blaming us, bro. Like, dead ass. I have like 3 nectars. I'll give one to him.
Hey, Father, I thought maybe, here.
Where did you get this? You think you can butter me up with such trifles? Give me that, and then get out of here.
You're welcome, Father.
Yeah, this guy didn't even say thank you.
I'll give you cases now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot, if you stay in the house long enough, the shades just line up, and then
Listening.
he starts hearing what they have to say, but you don't really like hear anything. It's more of what the facial expressions at the top they put out. So if they're happy, oh yeah, I'm gonna go free. Other times it's like, access denied, and they just get sent somewhere. Let's see what Achilles
You'll
wants.
get the hang of it out there, lad. For all our sparring practice, there's no teacher like the real thing. Now then, I have something for you.
What, wait, you're giving me your codex? I can't accept something like this.
Please, I insist. I want your love of history to grow, not just your love of warfare. Besides, maybe you can finish out the rest of it.
But
I'm grateful.
I can't read. Hello? What is it? It said L1. Yeah, but here's the codex. The codex gives information on all of the characters that you interact with. And they also have it placed in a separate order. So you have the gods here, such as Hades, Nyx, Zagreus, and you have Olympian gods. Other people to note of, such as Cerberus and Achilles. Parts of the underworld, and then all the weapons that you're able to unlock as well. So it's nice. Genuinely, I use the codex to track my friendship level with each of the people. So as for Hades, I gave him one of the nectars, so I have 1 heart for him. The lock on the heart is only access or available once you, I think, reach a certain part, like in the attempts or further along in the story as you go along. And you can also get trinkets from the characters if you give them a nectar. So what I like to do for was you're able to give a nectar to Cerberus. So what is it? I'll let them show the trinket for you.
As one of Cerberus's heads receives the prince's gift, another muzzles something back into his hand.
Thank
See,
you, boy.
and that's one of the trinkets that we got, which is the old dog collar. And then you can check the updates book. And then as it says in there, I gave him 1 nectar, and the little ribbon on there is for the trinket that I'm able to obtain. So if I go to Achilles and I give him a nectar, the first heart will give me a trinket from him. So let's go and see. Let's go see what the trinket is for Achilles
Hey,
here.
Achilles, look, this really isn't much, but here.
This really is for me? You beat me to it then, as I had meant to give you this when next we spoke. Please, take it.
See, he would have never given me that item unless I gave him the nectar. So him saying, yeah, I will be giving it, to you the next time, that's cap, but I'll let it slide.
Thanks so much, sir.
Some bracers. See there, I got a one heart with him. Right here, I can go and renovate the house.
Maybe you'll have something more affordable
I need
next time.
gems. Unfortunately, throughout the run so far, we haven't gotten any gems, but as we progress, we'll eventually see them one way or the other.
I wonder where Nix went.
Oh, see, there's Mega. There's talk to him. I can't remember her name. I'll see it. But as you can see here, you know, they're all gathered about the shades, and you can listen in on what they're saying. So,
Hey, I know you.
my feet ache. I don't even have feet anymore, and it looked in the cause of death, old age. So some of them will have some funny notions how they died. Oh, an elephant stomped on me, or I got eaten by you know, some random creature or something. But it's funny. It's nice to hear what they're saying. Let's talk to her. Yeah, Megara.
Prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Don't worry, Meg. I eventually managed to get home the painful way after all.
I'm sorry, I'm just checking the time on this recording here.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next we meet out there.
Megara. I won her fair and square, bro. I beat blasted you. You can't say anything. All right, and then here, again, I don't remember the name of the currency here, but we can do some more upgrades. Do Shadow Presence, which deals bonus damage and bonus attack and special damage when striking foes from behind. You can restore your health a small amount every single time you exit a chamber. Death Defiance. The greater reflex is what I want because it gives you're able to perform one additional dash in quick succession. So I would essentially get 2 dashes, which is nice, and it's something that I really have for mostly all of my runs because it comes in it comes in clutch so many times. Because I'll be like dashing one moment and then I only get 1 dash and I forget, oh, I only get 1, and then I get whacked and then it's over. So I'm going to save. I only need 10 more of this thing to get it. So I'm gonna wait until I'm done with the next run.
Okay.
Oh wait. Here's a little tidbit here.
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
It's not that orderly, really.
It's nice. Like I said, I'm not really gonna get into the weapons like that until I'm a little bit further in the story on my own. Then I'll probably invest in some more weapons. Because like the first, like the spear and the cross and the arrow, I really just don't like them. Like they're really bad, and I just don't like using them. The shield's nice because I feel like I'm Captain America, and you can just fling it, and if you get a ability power up, you know, it like bounces off like 3 other people. You know, you're just Captain America, beat blasting them with the shields. And as you can see here, we have some trinkets. Now, the trinkets help a lot, especially in the beginning of runs. I played the game beforehand on my Switch, so I was able to, you know what trinkets I would essentially get. I always go to Cerberus first because he gives you the Old Spice Collar, which gives you 25 health to your total life, which is nice because if I equipped it now, instead of 50 health starting off, I get 75, which is going to increase my survivability. Now, when we get back, I'm gonna go and do another run. I'm gonna cut it off here because the video is getting pretty long and I don't want it to go over like 30 minutes or so. Oh, and here's the opening so you can see everything. This is
past the wretched shades of Tartarus.
Yes.
Easier said than done. And doubtless I'll be running into Meg. The River of Flame ought to be just beyond. Find a way up to Elysium from there, and after that... Alright. Let's give it another shot.
Yeah, I had to wait a little bit, man. Kept, you know, having some light pauses. But as you can see here, this is the first stage of what Tartarus looks like, which is pretty nice. Like I said before, visual effects are really nice. The graphics are really nice. And then as you can see here, the farthest chamber reached was 21 before I died. So I think it only shows the farthest chamber you've reached only for this specific stage here, because this is like the beginning level or first floor. On the second and third floors and so on and so forth, I don't think they show you how far you've reached until like the actual, till your actual run is done. But yeah, I'll leave it off here for you guys, and then next time we'll go and do the run with, you know, some of our new items here. So if you guys like the video and you guys want to stick around and see more of it, be sure to like, subscribe, you know, comment in the sections if you've played Hades before, if you played any other games relative to this that you find interesting, that you find fun, and let me know. And then until next time, guys, I'll catch you guys later.